Good evening, Internet. The Real Shroom here. Welcome to another edition of my Pet Deck series, where I play my favorite cards and decks in Magic the Gathering. And if you know anything about me, you know that I love to lob burn spells at my opponent's faces, particularly really big burn spells enhanced by various burn-enhancing effects. That's why I'm revisiting Boros Roiling Burn in Pioneer today. What is Roiling Burn? Let's take a look. So we are built around one of my favorite cards. We're a Boros burn deck, built around Roiling Vortex, this 2-mana enchantment that pings each player for 1 each upkeep, and for 1 red mana can make it so that our opponents can't gain life this turn. So this is a ticking time bomb on both players that we can use to shut down our opponent's life gain. So it's going to make for fast games and like a race in pretty much every matchup. Both players are going to be racing this Roiling Vortex. However, our opponents can't can't gain life. We are under no such restriction, however, as we'll see in a bit. So of course that we are playing a bunch of burn spells combined with the Roiling Vortex, trying to burn our opponent out. That is our plan A to win. Our burn spells include Play with Fire, they include good old Lightning Strike, they include Lightning Helix, which gains us 3 life, of course, as it burns our opponent, which we can gain life. The life restriction only applies to our opponent from Roiling Vortex. We also are running Heartflame Duelist, which for their adventure side is a 3-mana lightning bolt, but you can play them for 2 mana as a 3/1 creature. That makes it so instant sorcery spells we control have lifelink, so we gain life as we play with Fire, Lightning Strike, and Spike Field Hazard. We additionally have a Slaying Fire, just because I can't resist a 3-mana spell that does 4 damage. It probably would just be better as another Boros Charm, which, by the way, we have 3 of those as well. But I do like the fact that this can target a creature for 4 damage at instant speed if we pay all red mana. And of course, also it's a like all of the burn spells in our deck, it can go to the face. So in addition to killing creatures that have big butts, it can do a lot of damage to our opponents. And yeah, and then of course, since we like big burns, we're gonna have our burn enhancement effects that make our burns burn even hotter. We have Rem Coriolis, who is also a 2/3 flying haste that can get in for a little damage while it boosts up our burn. We have one of Mechanized Warfare. Chandra Dressed to Kill is like a mana dork that also just pings for 1. It doesn't enhance our burns, but it like accelerates our mana a little bit, pings for 1, and can be a source of card advantage. Late in the game, it can be a win con if we manage to ultimate it, but in my experience, usually this card just pluses every turn to add 1 red mana and ping our opponents. And then we've got Torbrand to make all of our burn spells do 2 extra damage. Sulfine doubles up the damage of our burn spells, and the new addition from Foundations is Twinflame Tyrant, replacing one of our adult gold dragons today as a 3/5 flying dragon that makes it so that our sources deal double damage to our opponents and their permanents. So yeah, none of this +1 damage type stuff, just straight up double everything, not just burn spells either, everything. And yeah, so we're going to burn a lot with lots of heavy burns enhanced by burn enhancement effects. And the rest of our deck is just kind of like tools to help us find stuff and other creatures. Like we've got our Heartflame Duelist as mentioned. We've got 2 Screaming Nemesis, which can be an alternative way to shut down life gain for our opponents. We've got the Soul Fiends, the Torbrand, the Twinflame Tyrant, and our adult Gold Dragon. This is a 4/3 flying hasty lifelinking threat that gets right in there, gains us 4 life immediately. It's just really good for this deck. So I believe that covers the entire plan. We're going to set a clock on the table with Roiling Vortex, and we're going to proceed to burn our opponent a whole lot. As we gain life doing so, we'll be shutting down our opponent's ability to gain life. So we should win the race. That is the theory, at least. We've got a couple of get lost as well, just for like, you know, you need that sometimes, that just like black-white style destroy this thing type removal. Get Lost provides that. We've got a couple of Maze Mind Tomes as well to help us find our pieces and draw extra cards. It also gains us life when it triggers the 4th time, so it's a really good addition for this deck. I think it's better than Mishra's Research Desk in this deck specifically, although normally I run the desk in non-blue decks as a card draw piece. Total of 21 lands in the deck, not counting our 4 Spike Field Hazards, so really 25, although we are going to want to use these as burn spells on some occasions because we're a burn deck. and their burn spell that's going to get enhanced by all of our enhancers. Fancy lands include Iniganjo, a Sokenzan, a Den of the Bugbear, a Quarry Mountain Monastery, which I'm trying out, and a Restless Bivouac, as well as 3 Field of Ruins to get rid of all those Mutavaults and other creature lands people will be playing. The sideboard contains 3 Authority of the consoles because the mouse deck is popular in Pioneer, who would have guessed, just as it is in Standard. A couple of Damping Spheres there against Phoenix decks and Lotus Fields. A Brotherhood's End as a good sweeper for like Weenie Go Wide decks. Also good against decks that run a lot of cheap artifacts, like, you know, the Sacrifice decks and their Witches Ovens. Chandra Awakened Inferno is there as a win con against control decks. A couple of Exercises are there against artifacts and enchantments. This is a very good card against like the mono black or Orzhov demon decks, because it can kill their Unholy Annexes, but it can also kill their Sheoldreds, Archfiends of the Drosses, you know, any of the big demons that they want to, their 6/6 tokens, any of the big demons that they want to produce. Exercise can kill them, in addition to all their artifacts and enchantments. 3 Rest in Peace for the graveyards. 1 Voice of Victory is another hate piece against control decks or the decks that want to play an instant speed. We have 1 of Tybalt Rakish Instigator, just to board in against decks that really try to gain life hard, like Angels. We really don't want our opponents to gain life, so we have to bring in extra sideboard help to make sure that doesn't happen. And a 1 of Settle the Wreckage is a good sweeper against like mid-range decks that play a lot of big beefy attackers. Hopefully they'll just attack right into our Settle and get swept up. So that is the plan. We're going to set a ticking time bomb on the table. We're going to proceed to burn our opponents in the face a whole lot, with all of our burn spells souped up by all of our enhancement effects, including the new Twinflame Tyrant. So that's the plan. Let's see if we can execute it and get some wins on the ladder. And if you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Whippy will be our first opponent, the Ambitious. Playing some Pioneer. Yes, it's now just called Pioneer on Arena, not Explorer any longer. We're on the play, but this is a 1-lander in our 25 land deck. We unfortunately will have to mulligan this. This is another 1-lander. If we play with Fire to the Face, we do get a Scry, which can help us find land 2. Finding land 2 would be very helpful. Opponent mulliganed. We've got 25 lands. I think I'm going to keep this. We'll bottom our dragon. So do I shock on turn 1? I think I kind of have to. Oh, they're a Yorion deck. Okay. We'll scry another play with Fire to the bottom. Land, please. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I don't really play Pioneer very much these days, because I think it needs help. But every once in a while, I do like to dust things off and not draw land number 2. Opponent shocks their 4th land. Okay, so they're doing like land shenanigans, Hullbreaker Horror, Meringue River Regent, Aftermath Analyst. So we know our Rest in Peace is going to be good. We draw Restless Bivouac. I don't think we can win this game, but I want to stick around a little bit just to see, you know, what their overall game plan is. We're way too far behind. They can get all these lands from their graveyard back onto the battlefield. Nissa. Virtue of Strength. More analysts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't play this yet. They only have 2 cards in hand. Do I need to kill Nissa right now? I think I do, because it's about to trigger from these Aftermath analysts. So I think I'm actually just passing. Actually, I can't. Okay, so now I will bolt Nissa. Helix Nissa, rather. Alright, Nissa's down. They don't even have to tap to do that. Alright. Gonna play our tap lands. Play Screaming Nemesis. Here come all the lands. Gaining them life, incidentally, as they do this. So they can play their Virtue of Strength to triple the mana production of their basic lands. Yep. Bonnie Paul. Well, I mean, that 11/11. We draw another Screaming Nemesis. Let's attack with our Screaming Nemesis. Oh, it doesn't block. If we could block this 11/11, that would be good, but I imagine they have some form of interaction. Choose any other targets. How much damage is this gonna do? I guess I'll kill Bonnie Paul? Or do I kill this analyst? I gotta kill Bonnie Paul, otherwise their attack is lethal. They get Yorion, they play Yorion. The only thing they can blink is the analyst, though. Sylvan Primordial. So they just draw cards with their Meringue River Regent. So we are just dead to their Yorion. We can get lost it. Pretty sure we're dead, but let's just see what happens. Alright, oh, they got an Ulamog, so they can just exile the Nemesis. Well, I mean, one lander into missing land number 2 your first 2 turns is a good way to lose games. So we want Rest in Peace. For sure. We want Settle the Wreckage. Maybe a Tybalt? Since they're trying to gain life with all those new Capenna lands. I think we can cut a Play with Fire or 2. Maybe we want an Exercise or 2 also. Go for 1 Exercise. I mean, we'll bring in both. They've got a lot of big stuff. We'll cut the Play with Fires. We'll cut a Dragon. We'll cut a Sulfim. Maybe we'll cut Mechanized Warfare. Hey, we have mana. That's an improvement. We also have Roiling Vortex, so I'm keeping this for sure. Play our Elegant Parlor. We'll keep a Tybalt. Alright, let's get this started. Alright, I think we'll get Vortex number 2 going on. Spelunking is a good setup card, but they're a little slow. Alright, play our Monastery. Let's play Tybalt. Make a Devil.
The more, the messier.
There's Nisa. Alright, well, let's go ahead and bolt Nissa. I think we'll actually exercise their Spelunking too. Make another Devil.
My assistants are painfully slow.
More Spelunking. They have a Lair of the Hydra, but we do have a Field of Ruin. There's an Aftermath. Analysts. Okay. We can attack with our Bivouac. They take it. One's down to 7. We have a Boros charm in hand. I'm liking our odds here. They can't gain life. Okay, we will block the analyst with our devil. Do damage to you. Barang River Regents can bounce 2 things. Like my vortexes. Okay. Boros charm you. Boros charm you. Okay, that's what our deck is supposed to do when it draws lands. And I think we just run it back. Alright, we again have a Roiling Vortex. We don't have Rest in Peace, which would be nice, but I'm going to keep this. It's a good opener. I love Roiling Vortex too. It's one of my favorite cards. Makes me very tense, short, tense games. There's the analyst. Okay. Vortex time. Nissa. Well, we don't know what to do about Nissas. They're going to blow up my bivouac. Sure. We'll float a white mana. Grab a mountain. Otherworldly Gaze. Emrakul, the Promised End in their graveyard. Okay, we are winning the race. So let's rest in peace. Grabbing Yorion. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just Boros charm you. doesn't seem like they're playing Spell Pierce. Another Boros charm. I like it. Play this on red. Spelunking. We'll just take this one. I could eat Ganjo this Aftermath Analyst, but I don't think I really need to. Although it doesn't kill Yorion, so maybe it would be best to do that. Charming for 4. Den of the Bugbear, that's a good one. Yorion. So I wonder if I should... Yeah, I'm gonna get Lost Yorion. I was thinking maybe I should do Spelunking. Okay, opponent scoops. They're toast. Alright, that's Rolling Burn for you. Game plan executed in games 2 and 3 at least. Bushido Boy. Be our second opponent here in Pioneer. No longer Explorer. And starting off with a 1-lander. Which we're gonna mulligan. We're on the draw. Maybe if we had a 1-drop I would keep this, but... Nah. Okay, this we will keep. And I guess bottom... Or dragon? Yeah, unfortunately. Alright, we'll lead on our Parlor. Lightning Helix. We like Lightning Helix. Snow-covered island. Okay, so it's spirits. Well, we'll kill that while we have the chance. Mausoleum Wanderer. Counter target instant or sorcery. I think we'll just play Chandra. This is a tough matchup for us. Lots of creatures, very disruptive. Okay, well, they didn't play a Supreme Phantom this turn, so that's good, I guess. It's hard to dodge their counter spells. Alright, there's Supreme Phantom. I guess we'll just try to kill the Phantom. Alright, well they only have 2 cards in hand, but they have a scary, scary board. Alright, let's try this again. Kill the Phantom. Slip out the back. Okay. In response, kill the Rattle Chains. double slip out the back. This thing has 4 toughness now. Yeah, we're just dead. I can kill the rattle chain. I can't kill the phantom anymore. If I kill the rattle chains, well, they have 4 power worth of attackers. So, I mean, the fewer cards they have in their hand, the less chance they'll be able to counter something. So, might as well do this now. I don't think we actually have anything that can come back from this. We have like flying blockers. Okay. So this is a tough one. We don't have a lot for this. Authority of the Consuls, Voice of Victory, Brotherhood's End, and Settle the Wreckage. So here we actually are going to cut some or all of the vortexes. We'll go down to 1 vortex because, like, even against an aggro deck, you want to keep some number, but against them in particular, against spirits in particular, because we have no way of like blocking them, I think Roiling Vortex is a little too dangerous for us. I'm actually going to cut a Boros. I'm going to cut a Boros Charmer to cut them both because we need to deal with their creatures. Maybe I'll keep 1 for a surprise double strike block. I mean, what am I going to block with? I can block with the dragon or I can block with Rem. I'll just keep 1 Boros Charm. I'll cut a Sulfim. I don't know. Chandra. We have no real way of defending Chandra against all those flyers. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about this hand. It's very slow. We do have a dragon, which is good. Maybe we can keep this being on the play. We're gonna keep. I don't want to shock. Oh, there's no need to shock because I don't think we need to keep up Spike Field Hazard. Do I want to shock this Sacred Foundry? I think I actually... Nah. I don't want to. I don't want to lose life unnecessarily. Because they're an aggro deck. Shacklegeist. Alright. I think I will just kill the Shacklegeist. I could have tried to resolve could have resolved Mechanized Warfare there. I don't know if that's better. Supreme Phantom. Let's play Authority of the Consuls. And yeah, play this tap land. Play the tap land. Do I play this Duelist? Then I have like only 1 actual removal spell. I'm passing. Lightning Helix. Not really what I wanted to draw. Let's go for Mechanized Warfare. Plus play a thing. Where's my voice of victory? I only have one. Oh, they don't play another creature. Okay. Sulfim? Let's go for Sulfim. I like the fact that we're at 21 life. If they use all these counters on like this stuff, they're not going to counter my burn spells, which will kill their creature. Another Geist Light Snare. More Supreme Phantoms. Voice of Victory, that's a good one. Okay, they can't play at instant speed anymore. And let's go ahead and just kill one of these spirits. Okay, we get hit for 4. No additional play, huh? Okay. Well, let's attack with our Voice of Victory. Mobilize. We'll kill one of these phantoms. Curious Obsession. Get to draw a card. I suppose I could have waited, Ascendant Spirit. Get Lost is a good draw. They are a mono blue. They are a mono blue version of spirits. What to do here? I think, well, I certainly want to attack for 3. And I'll play my Heartflame Duelist. Okay, in response to that, we'll Helix this and gain 6 life. Oh, what? Oh, they can do it for 2 to become a 2/3. Wow, that sucks. I got totally bamboozled there. Alright, it's a race. See, this is one reason why Mono Blue Spirits is good. It's because you can play Ascendant Spirit. You can play an entirely island mana base. I imagine they have to have what is that card that got banned also? I just cannot find land number 5. The something Haven. I'm attacking. Oh, I should have played Rem too, right? Then I can't get lost. I think I'm gonna need to get lost. Probably the Phantom. Faceless Haven, that's the name of that land. It's just, there is an inherent advantage in Magic to playing only one color, because you never have color, you never get color screwed. Okay, opponent attacks for 6. Draws a card. They make their thing into a 4/4. Okay, this is an untapped land, right? Yes. So we're gonna play our dragon. And we're gonna attack. And they have to block the dragon or they die, I think. Yes. No, they go to 1. They can't block the Voice of Victory or they die. Okay, they go to 1. The Faceless Haven. Okay, yeah, they got... Oh, wow. What? Okay. I guess they were able to boost their guy to an 8 power attacker that turn. Okay. Didn't see that coming. Nacho Libre, the initiate. Of course, Nacho Libre has a Hugs avatar. Okay, and we're going to be on the draw. Our hand looks pretty good. We'll keep. Opponent leads on Botanical Sanctum, so... Lotus Field. I'm gonna play with fire. Oh, they're Mill. Glacier Wood Siege. Okay. Well, we can get lost that. Alright, we drew land number 3. That's good. Let's play Rem. Start attacking. Another Glacier Wood Siege. Okay, let's attack. Play Iganjo. I think we'll just play with fire to get a surveil. Screaming Nemesis sounds good. Boros charm you for 5? Spell Pierce. Aw, mills both of my Screaming Nemesis. Attack with Rem. Helix you for 4. The shock. Treasure Cruise. Okay. Spike Field Hazard you for 2. Wow. They actually paid mana for Treasure Cruise. Slain Fire you for a bunch. Okay, so we want Voice of Victory. We want Exercise, I think. Chandra? I think that's all we want. Spells. Let's cut a Sulfim. Cut a couple of the smaller burn spells. Get our Sulfim back in. Yeah, we can go down to 1 Sulfim, that's fine. Maybe cut a Heartflame Duelist, just because we don't want to pay 3 mana for a Lightning Bolt. Alright, we got a Roiling Vortex. Play Mountain. Sleight of Hand. Finds a tap land. Okay. So we can resolve our Vortex. I'm gonna stock up. Alright, let's play Screaming Nemesis. An attack. There's the siege. Oh, I came in to play tapped. Oops. Let's attack. They take it. Pass. consider. Let's just Helix you. Then Spike Field Hazard you. Consider. Saffron Olive did a brew with this recently, but it was in standard, and it worked quite well. I don't know about Pioneer, though. Treasure Cruise again. See, this is the reason why I don't... Well, I mean, not for this deck, but this card is a reason why I don't play Pioneer. Because it's broken. They discarded Growth Spiral to hand size. Alright, let's attack with our Nemesis. Lead bounce it. Alright, we'll replay it. We get Chandra next turn. So that's good. We still have 32 cards in our library. Well, we'll see if it's enough. They have a handful of cards. It might actually be enough if all they have are, if their whole hand is like 1 mana spells. Should I draw like a burn spell maybe? There's Sulfim. Okay, so Screaming Nemesis is going to get bounced. Ether Gust. I could do 4 damage to the Screaming Nemesis. Let's put them at 1. I have 19 cards left in my library. I'm gonna do it. There's nothing they can do about that. They can 1 mana bounce the Screaming Nemesis. And that would be very bad. Okay, Q. 4 damage to you. Alright, so they need to mill us out right now. We have 15 cards. So they need to cast 4 spells, which they have 5 cards in hand. Mythos. So they're copying their thing. Yeah, they might just get it. So now they just need to cast 2 more spells. Doppelgang. Yeah, now they're gonna doppelgang their things and cast 1 more spell? No? Oh, okay. So we win. Play Chandra, can't be countered. Can't be countered. That doesn't matter because we've already passed our draw step.
Let's make this quick.
Give you an emblem.
Oh, looks like someone's getting a little sweaty.
GG's. Okay, well that was close. Yeah, I don't know about the doppelganging, the enchantment thing. It's a little slow. Fat one, the crafty. Is our opponent. Yeah, this hand looks fine. We've got mana. We've got a Screaming Nemesis and some interaction. Elvish Mystic. Well, we don't have what it takes to bolt that bird. Opponent shocks Enduring Innocence. Okay, so I could play the Roiling Vortex. I think what I'm going to do is get lost this Enduring Innocence during combat, so they won't gain life. And next turn I'll be able to, well, if I draw a red source, I'll be able to Roiling Vortex and hold up the shutdown. Yep, they get to draw a card. An Elvish Mystic. Actually, I'm gonna bolt the Enduring Innocence because I can get lost it later. Alright, I draw a Bivouac. I think I actually just play a Screaming Nemesis. No attack. Skyclave. Alright, they get their free scry off Kellen. Very wide board. Okay. Well, I don't think we want to reveal Roiling Vortex. So we're just passing. This draw did not pan out very well. All right, let's go ahead and get lost this Skyclave. So we get a 3/3 blocker. Even Interrupter. Thalia. Okay, so we're actually just dead to their board. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, go wide Selesnya stuff. We want Brotherhood's End for sure. I think we want Tybalt. We want Settle the Wreckage. We want Exercise. Do we want yeah, we want Authority of the Consuls too. So we're bringing in a lot of stuff. I think we're cutting a couple of Vortexes because they are an aggro deck. Like, all of our burn is good against them. We can cut our enhancers a bit. I'll cut the Twin Flame. Cut a Boros Charm. Cut Mechanized Warfare. We'll cut the Boros Charms. We want our burn spells to be able to kill creatures. We'll cut Torbrand. Six lands plus Rolling Vortex. We can't keep that. This isn't great either. Brotherhood's End is good. So I'll bottom an Exercise. Can we draw an untapped white source? Yeah, we're gonna shock. Get rid of this Llanowar. More elves. Sure. We'll play with fire, this Elvish Mystic. You don't want them ramping too much. Archon of Emeria. Alright, we'll play a land and play Authority of the Consuls. No play. So they have an Aven Interrupter, is what I'm gathering. I'll pass. Or Coco. Let's see what they get off their Coco. Kappa Tech Wrecker. When it deals combat damage player, you may remove a Death Guts counter. When you do, exile target artifact or enchantment that player controls. Okay, I think we want to kill that because we like our Authority of the Consuls. There's Kellen. Alright. And here we will Brotherhood's End, I think. Alright. Well, drawing some non-lands would be good at some point. They are Duelist. The Coco in response. Pretty good Coco. Enduring Innocence plus Skyclave. There's no more Archon though, so I can exercise the Enduring Innocence. They do get to get rid of my Authority. So let's get rid of that. I'm not in a good spot though. We'll take it. I need to draw something. Yeah, opponent has a larger board presence and more cards in hand than we do. So that's not good. Can you draw a burn spell, please? Alright, let's attack with our den. Iganjo on our den. We'll pass. Thalia. Alright, so let's bolt this. Gain some life. Get a 1/1. Lightning Helix. What do we want to do here? They could even Interrupter. But I think it's worth the risk. Let's go for a Helix on Thalia. They do have the Interrupter. Okay, so it's plotted. Knight of Autumn is just going to gain them life when it enters. Yep, unfortunately we can't stop that. I think we're just taking this, right? So what are we going to kill with this Lightning Helix? The Knight of Autumn or Thalia? The Knight of Autumn, I guess. Why can I not cast this? What does plotted say? Where's the interrupter? Oh, it's right there. Plotted cards may be cast as a sorcery. Okay, it's a sorcery, so it has to be on my turn. So let us kill this. Then, I don't know. I guess we're just passing. We could attack for 1 with our tokens. Llanowar. Oh, I don't have enough mana to pay for this. Play with fire. Okay, let's kill Thalia. Gain 2. Attack. Pass. Another Thalia. Kill Thalia. Gain 2. Attack for 4. Play another Duelist. More Archons. Maze Mind Tome. We'll attack with our Duelists. Play a Maze Mind Tome. We'll draw a card. Lightning Helix is a very good one. Okay, what do we want to do here? We have a Lightning Helix. Just kill the Archon. Gain 6 life. I could bolt them in the face. I think I like to kill the Archon, gain 6. There's Tybalt's. Let's draw a card. Let's attack. Get him down to 4. Play Tybalt's. Make a devil.
Someone gets a higher door an audience.
Alright, we got him. The Heartflame Duelist were awesome there. And yeah, I think we're just running it back. Okay, game 3. Game 3 will be on the draw. And our hand looks lacking in removal a little bit. We do have a Spike Field Hazard. I guess it's okay. We'll keep. We've got a Maze Mine. We've got Chandra. Seems decent. Not great. They Fearlessly Shock. Okay. There's white mana. Well, we will get rid of that Llanowar Elf. More Llanowar Elves. Alright, we draw a Duelist. So let's play our Maze Mind Tome. Okay, holding up a Coco here. Let's do a Scry. I generally don't like to Scry with Maze Mind Tome, but I'll do one. Lightning Helix is very nice. Okay, let us Screaming Nemesis. And we'll attack. Coco. Interrupter and Archon. Thalia. So we're gonna take 5. Gonna scry because we're gonna need the life from this Maze Mind Tome. Lightning Strike, we'll keep that on top. Actually, maybe I'll bottom. Because I want to use Iganjo to kill something. So I guess I would rather... I'd rather draw land. Nah, I'm gonna keep... How can I bottom a Lightning Strike in my Boros burn deck? Alright, we're just gonna stay up. Werefox Bodyguard. Okay, gonna exile my Nemesis. Alright, well I think we will Helix that. Get back our Nemesis. Block Thalia. They can't cast another spell. They can Bossage you. Okay, well, we'll scry. Sulfim? Do we want Sulfim? Sulfim's pretty good. Yeah, I want Sulfim. It's a 5/4. It shuffles away. I can choose not to. So I'm actually going to decline the shuffle. So we're going to do the damage. Oh, we can kill 2 creatures because of the... No. We're going to kill the Aven Interrupter. And we kill Thalia also. So that's pretty good. Okay. Our land comes into play tapped, unfortunately. Let's attack with our Nemesis. We can Chandra plus... I could Chandra plus it, do a damage. It goes to 4. Then they can just attack it and it dies. I can plus it kill... No. I can do this. So let's Chandra. Oh no, it's gonna die. I don't have enough. I thought I had enough mana to
extra crispy.
thought I had enough mana to Lightning Strike also, but I don't. That's okay though. Even if they take their turn to kill Chandra, I don't mind too much. She did a damage.
Party's over.
Attack the Screaming Nemesis. I'll play Sulfim. Here comes the Coco. Thalia plus the Bodyguard. Oh man, setting up another huge blowout with this Lightning Strike. Roiling Vortex. Let's attack with Sulfim. They're gonna block with something. I could just bolt them in the face for 6. They can attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got them. So for my spell this turn, I will bolt you for 6. More Thalias. I like having Archon on the table. Okay. Opponent scoops it up. Alright, we got him. Took down Selesnya Company. Yusimax, Prominent Pioneer, will be our final opponents. I wonder if they play a lot of Pioneer. And our hand looks pretty good. We'll keep. I think I will lead on this pathway. Might have to burn a 1-drop. Ooh, Mana Confluence. I'm gonna play with Fire Your Face. Another Screaming Nemesis? That seems pretty good. Play this as a land. Striped Riverwinder. Okay, they're like a cycling deck. Urborg. Dredger's Insights. It's back. Okay, they're an Urborg Scavenger deck. What do they have in their graveyard? They have a hexproof creature. Okay. So they have a 3/3 hexproof Scavenger. Let's play another Nemesis and attack. It's possible I should have just kept one of these to block with. That would have been smarter, I think. They're at 9. Alright, they do gain some life. They shock. And they find the Troxa. Okay. Now I don't know if I can beat them. Well, we'll see. The lifelink is a problem. Well, we're attacking with 1 Screaming Nemesis. Cycle another Riverwinder. So I think what we have to do is actually strike one of our own nemesis. So we can do the damage to your face, so you can't gain life anymore. Ooh, is it possible we can win? We might be able to win. We've got a lot of burn in our hand. A Soulflayer. Well, they can't gain life. Lightning Helix you? Attack you with Nemesis. Okay. Do 5 damage to you? Okay. Screaming Nemesis, what a card. Alright, so they are Soulflayer. We want Rest in Peace. And we want Settle the Wreckage. So yeah, probably just Screaming Nemesis. Probably just Rest in Peace and Settle. Let's cut Slain Fire. Play with Fire. I think the Twinflame will be better at blocking their stuff than Adult Gold will. Cut Mechanized Warfare. Alright, we have Rest in Peace. So that's a keep. We do need to find a white source, but definitely keeping that. Opponent. No qualms about shocking. Otherworldly Gaze. Another shock. Sylvan Caryatid. Okay. Well, let's Rest in Peace. Cycle of Riverwinder. Otherworldly Gaze. All those cards going right to exile. Okay, I think we'll play a tap land in our Maze Mine Tome. Gurmag Night Watch. Alright, I'm gonna save my tome to draw cards. Let's play Torbrand. Opponent passes. Another Maze Mine Tome. Well, try for a Twinflame Tyrant. Attack with Torbrand. That's 8 damage. Right? Maybe not. No, it's 4, 5, 6 damage. Opponent shocks again. Loot the Pathfinder. So this is the Dark Ritual. Hey, what's up, Maven? This is the Dark... Okay, they scoop. They're dead. Oh, man. Very last play of the very last game, we get our Twinflame Tyrant down. That's sweet. It didn't do anything, but at least we got to say that we cast it. Okay. Our final result with this version of Pioneer Roiling Burn was a 4-1, which is a good record. And we didn't run into anything really too meta, so I don't know how good of an indication is of how good this deck is in the meta currently, but I think it demonstrates that it's a cool, fun deck that you can pick up and play at your FNM and get some wins. I do like the sideboard. I'm a big fan of 3 copies of an effect like Rest in Peace or Authority of the Consuls. Something that's like 3 or 4 copies. I don't think you want to just do 2. Something that is like the answer to what your opponent is doing. So that's why I'm running a lot of like 3 ofs in the sideboard. Sideboard worked out really well. Yeah, overall the deck's really fun. I like the changes that I made. I think the mana base is a little smoother. Twinflame Tyrant, you know, we didn't really get to see it do its thing, but it's kind of cool. I noticed like when I was boarding, I boarded out a lot of these like sort of burn enhancement cards. So maybe it would be a good idea to trim 1 or 2. Like I was often boarding out 1 Soulflame. I could see trimming one of those in favor of something else, you know, Lightning Strike number 4, or perhaps some like type of burn spell that can target multiple creatures. I think you could still run into trouble against like the real aggro decks, you know, like the Monstrous Rage decks, the Corey Steelcutter decks. We didn't get to see how the deck fares against those. I could see how those kinds of matchups might be a problem. Although we have, you know, the authority, we have the burn spells to deal with them. It's just the Roiling Vortex plan isn't necessarily the best against a super aggro deck. But overall, I think the deck's really fun. And yeah, I really like this deck. I think it makes for short, tense games having Roiling Vortex on the table, because it's like both players are on a clock. You know, it makes the game very small. Like who can thrive in this environment where like you can't gain life? Well, of course we can gain life. Our opponent can't gain life. And there's this ticking time bomb of like taking damage every turn, especially if there's multiple of them on the battlefield. That's why it's one of my favorite cards. It also incidentally has this mode where like if someone plays the spell for free, they just take 5 damage. So that comes up from time to time when people try to play like, why can't I think of it? Well, anyway, it comes up from time to time anyway, and that's 5 damage that this deals to them. And that's huge. But anyway, overall, I think the deck is sweet, cool, fun brew to pick up, sleeve up for your FNM. I don't know if it'll take down any like regional championships or anything, but we got a 4-1 tonight here in like gold tier, approaching platinum tier of Pioneer on Arena. So we'll take it. That's gonna do it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed watching me play Roiling Burn, one of my pet decks in Pioneer. If you did and you like off-meta, off-kills, or MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I do stream MTG on my Twitch channel every Tuesday and Friday. There's a link to the Twitch in the description. Hope you can come by sometime and check out the action live. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you next time.